Okay, hey YouTube, it's your girl Javina Love back with another video. Welcome back. I'm so sorry. Um, I was filming and all of a sudden the camera stopped, but we are doing a look today for spinal bifida awareness. A few YouTubers have gotten together and we are doing a look in collab to some friends and family members that suffer from this disease to bring awareness. And the color, signature color of the month is yellow. But we're going to mix it up and do a little yellow, orange, and purple. So as you've seen, I started my eye with a little purple, and I have my contour, not my contour, but my lid shade on. That's what you missed. It was on, and then the camera stopped. So I'm going to put on the purple pigment, like I said, as my color shade, and I'm wearing a bright yellow shirt to show the awareness. I don't know as much as I should know about the disease, but what is important is that I do educate myself, and I am going to be doing that. And we're going to, as a collaborating group, educate as many people as we can on our platform. And I find that to be the most important part when you're uneducated about something, is to at least try to educate yourself. Because if you don't try, then what's the point, you know? And this has a very important impact on a lot of us, with our babies, with our family members, the heartache, the pain that they go through. It brought tears to my eyes earlier, and I lost that. I didn't lose the footage, but I didn't want to continue on with that, because, you know, this isn't a time to cry. We're going to celebrate the fact that we need to bring awareness to this disease, period. And I love that purple fuchsia. It's a bright purple pigment. I'm using neon pigments, to be exact, that I got from my ice cream beauty box. And I'm using the James Charles palette. And I'm working with a broken wing, so I'm not able to exactly, do what I want to do, because I'm trying to be very precise and beautiful and glamorous, and still bring awareness to such a, you know, a disease that is hindering so many beautiful people in our lives. So that is what we're doing. Now that we're all caught up, how are you doing, my busy bees? Staying busy, I hope? You better. Keeping it sexy? Always. It is the point, I mean, P.O.P. Pretty on purpose. Every time. We must be. And that's just, as Bretman Rock says, period. That's how we do it. So, as you see, I'm kind of messy with this purple because it is the bulk of my color right here, and I just want to make sure I blend it out well, because I'm learning more and more about these pigments as I go along. They like to fight back. Boy, do they like to fight back. But I love pigments. If you guys didn't know that, my first eyeshadows were pressed pigments and loose pigments from MAC and Urban Decay. And I just love the freedom you get with a pigment compared to what you would get with a regular pressed shadow. If that makes sense. So that is that with the purple. And I want to use a base orange, and I'm using the same Prairie brush, just wiping it off with the color switch. And I just want to put a base purple down, or base orange down, because the one thing about the pigments, they will change color on you if you don't have a base color down sometimes, especially the neon pigments. So I'm just giving it something to, just like with soap making or any other craft, I'm giving it something to adhere to so that it's really on there. And this is from the James Charles palette, the orange that I'm using. And it's a Morphe collab palette, so you know, you got to build it up with Morphe. Whoop. No good, no good with the hands. Sorry. Totally did a baton twirl with that brush and just kind of like threw it. But yes, that is the beginning part of this look. Okay. What do you think so far? Am I giving it justice? I hope so. And then we'll put the yellow right in the center. Kind of like a sunrise. Because that's what I feel it is. Everything in life has a downtime, and everything should have an uptime, including a sunrise. Alright, and that's from the James Charles palette. Now I'm going to go into, with a smaller fluffy brush, even a pencil brush, and I'm going to go into that orange pigment. Really tap this brush off and build up that orange pigment right here. What I'm doing with my hand, every so often you see me kind of move the brush, I'm swirling it around so that I can get as much color payoff off the brush onto my eyes without having to dip back in.
Mom,
That's just my...
throw it away?
Yes. Okay. And if you want to get a lighter blend, move your hand further down on your brush. And if you want a tighter blend or more precise, bring your hand closer. And that's just basically what I did. Put that orange right on the top like a sunrise. Okay, and I'm going to go into the yellow. I think I should wet the yellow just a little because it is going to be our lid shade. I don't know if that's bright enough. It looks so bland for it to be neon yellow pigment, you know what I mean? There we go, a little bit more, but then it blends away. Well, you know, ladies and gents, when all else fails with colors, I feel a little glitter will help. Sometimes a lot of glitter. So for now, we're gonna just keep layering up this yellow sunrise, wet. Then you put a little dry on the wet. A little better. A little better. I'm not a makeup artist. I have to mention that every so often. I just really love makeup and really love the world. I've always been that kind of girl. Like, even when I was younger and my friends were, you know, we all have our own issues that we deal with. Um, which, you know, want to say the worst of the worst, you know, that they didn't want to be here anymore. And that wasn't for me. That, you could never catch me saying such a thing, because there was so much more in the world that I would be missing if I wasn't here in it. And so I feel that way when it comes to most everything in life, really. It's better with you in it, so that we do not, you know, miss a thing. Okay, so I'm gonna richen up this orange a little bit more by mixing it with like 3 different colors in my James Charles palette. I want it rich. And I'm using literally 3 different colors: yellow, orange, and like a red orange, a strawberry orange, to kind of bring it all up to brightness. And then let's get a couple of these purples to make this purple pop so much more. And we're not going to wash our brush off at all. That way they all kind of blend together. And I can just like tap it right here in the center to really combine them together. I'm sorry I'm so quiet. I know I'm usually really talkative and I'm really loud or funny. This is a serious subject, and also I've got a lot going on in my mind, and I shouldn't take it out on you, because that's the way I feel, is I'm taking it out on you if I'm not interacting with you. But then again, if I don't film and I don't talk about it with you guys, I mean, it's just like any other YouTuber just coming up missing. And I'm not an MIA kind of girl. I was MIA on my other channel for almost literally 11 years because I didn't know exactly what I should say and how I should say it, and I did not want to be an LOL cow. That was a big problem because people were, and people are, very harsh. And that is something I'm just not down with, you know, constantly being bullied. And that's why that channel came up missing, basically, when I stopped giving it as much love as I should. Alright. Now I want to just make this purple a little shimmery and a little pop in more. So I'm going to just dip into this beautiful purple shimmer that he's got in this palette. And this is just a $1 billion brow, flat $1 billion brush. One of those charcoal infused ones, which I don't know the benefits of charcoal infusing in your brush, but okay. You know, there's not much more we can say about that. And then I have to use my cast to help me with that one. It seems like you have to keep building up the color and it kind of keeps going away a little bit with my skin tone, which is, it's okay, but because we're gonna get it together. Okay, and I want to put a shimmer on top of that. Oops. Okay, now you're like, what are you doing? The purpose of just sitting it there was just that, to sit it there so that I can blend it out with a different brush, because some pigments, some glitters, some shimmers pick up good with brushes, but then they don't blend out very good with other brushes, so just have to give it some help. Okay, now for the fun part, the glitter. And this is not glitter glue I'm using. It is actually lash glue, but it's very, very liquidy, and soft, I guess, if you can say that, to the point where I think it will work just fine. And I'm just gonna use my finger and some saliva to get it on there. And then I'll take a brush and buff away any excess, because I am still learning when it comes to the glitter. So I'm gonna let that sit while I put the other eye on. And wipe that off on a dry towel. Ooh. You young girls do this glitter with no problem. I just don't know how you do it, but I am very impressed. One eye got super glittered and the other one didn't. Get it off my lash line. Boom. So let me clean up a little bit and I will come back with the rest of my face and we'll talk about it. Okay, so what do you guys think? I think it's really cute and perfect for the occasion. So thank you all once again for stopping by and hanging out with me. Don't forget to look in the description box and check out all the other channels. Let them know I sent you. If you're from any of the other channels, welcome. My name is Jovina and I'm so glad to make your acquaintance. And yeah, and I can't wait to see you all in the next one. Have a wonderful, fantastic day. Do something good for yourself. Do something good for others. And also, like myself, if you're uneducated about something, learn something new every day. And that will make a little difference in you. And in any type of like depression or anxiety or stress, we can talk about it. This is an open platform of no judgment. And if you have a problem, or if you feel you don't have a problem, but you just want to discuss it, hit me up on IG, DM me if you don't want it to be very open on in the comments on YouTube or on Facebook. I'm more sociable on my IG and my personal, DMs, and I'm here for you. and I adore you. So please, have a wonderful, fantastic day. And I'll see you all in the next one. Mwah. Spread awareness.